Hey, Grace Church, thanks for tuning in. We are excited for this weekend and all that is coming up. One of the things that we want you to be aware about is we will be voting after the service for our new youth pastor candidate, Sean Pierce. And we are really excited about him. We believe that he will be a great fit for us here at Grace Church. And we want you to know that if you have any questions, the search team will be available Saturday at 10 a.m. in the foyer. Anyone who wants to come and interact about who Sean is, how we found him, things that we learned along the way in the interview process. And so we're available to you. We want to encourage you to interact with us if there's anything that you're wondering about. That voting time after the service will not really be a time for questions. It's going to be just voting and then moving forward together and seeing where the Lord leads. So we want to make sure that you're aware that there's a vote on Sunday concerning a new pastor. If you're a member, please make sure that you're there to be part of that. We want to hear from you in this way. Additionally, on Sunday, we have the Grace Marriage table set up in the foyer again. And I want to really encourage you, if you are married, to be praying about whether or not this is for you. I believe this is something that could be for every married couple within our church. I believe that it has tremendous value, that it's going to teach us how to live within our marriages based on biblical principle, not on our own intuition, and that it's going to lead us before God's throne in new ways where we not only strengthen our relationship with our spouse, but we find a greater sense of joy and enjoyment with our spouse, and that we get to enter into a greater freedom of life together, one that maybe we haven't known to this point. And not only do we believe that this will be incredibly helpful to relationships within the church, to marriages within the church, but we believe that as time goes on, a couple of years into many people taking marriage more seriously, that we're going to be role models within a community where there are many marriages that are struggling, where there are many who have been divorced, who are contemplating divorce, who have experienced that friction and that hurt and that pain of relationship. And we want to be a light to the community in how we hold firm together, how we find ourselves united before God's throne, how we live as a model for the type of relationship that we can have with one another, and that the community would start to see over time that they consistently know people who have strong, healthy marriages, who attend Grace Church, who are committed to the Lord. And why is it that they have so much enjoyment in their marriage when I'm struggling in mine? And so we want to be that type of light that can start to reach into the community in different ways over time. So we want to invite you to participate in Grace Marriage and to enter into purposefully building up your relationship for you and for your spouse and for how you interact before the Lord, but also for the sake of reaching this community. Finally, I want to mention this to you. This is something that we brought back in November, that over the last few years, we as a church have felt the rising inflation and the constraints that that has brought. And we have ministry initiatives that we want to move forward. We have ways in which we believe the Lord is calling us to invest in this community, and we want to invite you to help us make that a reality. We learned that it would take about $30 per home more a month. Let me say that again, $30 a month more per home within the church. And we defined a home as any single or married couple, whether they're living at home or not, who is about 22 years of age or older. If they are in that place, they're considered their own home. And we know that we have a number of people who can't afford that. We have some senior citizens who are on a fixed income and they don't have much wiggle room. And then we have some younger people who are in that age group that are trying to pay for college. They're trying to get their life started financially and find some stability. And so we know that it can't just be that everyone gives $30 a month, because we have people who can't give $30 a month. And so if you're able to give 60 or 90 more a month, whatever the case may be for you, we want to encourage you to be praying about how you can worship the Lord through your giving and help advance ministry in Delta County as we aim to move forward, lifting up the name of Jesus so that many might come to believe and that many might be built up in healthy ways, enriched in their faith as they worship God with their life. Would you join us on this mission as we aim to continue to elevate Jesus in Delta County? We're excited to worship the Lord with you on Sunday, and we are excited to worship Him with you again at the Christmas Eve service. Merry Christmas.